Somewhere deep within a quiet forest, where the trees grow tall and patient, and the air is forever soft with drifting mist, there exists a place untouched by urgency. Here, time does not rush, it settles. The forest breathes slowly as leaves whisper secrets to the fog, and the fog listens. This is the forest of the cozy clouds, and today, someone has come to paint it. The painter sits on a simple wooden stool, worn smooth by years of gentle use, his posture relaxed and unhurried, as though he has all the time in the world because here, he does. Before him stands an easel with its legs planted firmly in mossy earth, supporting a canvas that seems almost alive. Not alive in movement, but alive in memory. With a brush held lightly between his fingers, he lifts his hand and makes another careful stroke, laying green upon green and light upon shadow. Each brushstroke is deliberate but never forced, because he is not trying to capture the forest, he is listening to it. The forest stretches endlessly around him as towering trees rise like guardians, their trunks wrapped in soft moss and faint trails of climbing vines. Sunlight filters through the canopy above in a warm, diffused glow, as if the sun itself has decided to be gentle today. Mist curls low along the forest floor, thick and cloud-like, resting between ferns and roots like a dream that forgot to wake up. Somewhere nearby, a bird sings once and then falls silent, not startled, just content. To the painter's right, a small wooden sign hangs from a tree branch, swaying almost imperceptibly in the quiet air. The words are simple: cozy cloud painting. The sign is not an advertisement. It is an invitation. This forest has always welcomed painters, dreamers, and those who move gently through the world, those who pause and those who notice. Long ago, people discovered that when the clouds drifted low enough and the forest was quiet enough, thoughts became softer here. Memories felt warmer, worries loosened their grip, and creativity flowed without effort. The painter dips his brush into his palette where colors rest patiently beside one another, including deep forest greens, soft mossy yellows, and muted blues that echo the mist itself. He mixes them slowly, watching the pigments blend like fog meeting sunlight. This painting is not meant to be perfect. It is meant to feel. As he paints, the canvas reveals a narrow path winding through the forest, a path that does not demand to be followed, only noticed. It curves gently between trees and disappears into the mist, suggesting possibility rather than destination. Many believe that every path painted in this forest leads somewhere meaningful, but the painter knows better, because sometimes the path leads nowhere at all, and that is exactly the point. Beside him, resting on a small wooden table, a teapot waits with a ceramic surface, slightly worn from countless quiet afternoons. Next to it sits a simple cup and a small bowl of sugar cubes. Steam rises faintly from the spout, curling into the air and blending seamlessly with the surrounding mist, until even tea becomes part of the clouds. The painter pauses, not because he is tired, but because the forest has asked him to. He listens as leaves rustle in the distance, and something small moves through the undergrowth, perhaps a fox, or perhaps just the wind. The forest does not explain itself. It never has. With a soft breath, the painter adds another stroke to the canvas. This time, a hint of glowing blue flowers nestled among the ferns. They are not real flowers, and yet they belong, because in the cozy cloud forest, imagination and reality share the same space. Legend says these glowing blooms appear only when the forest feels especially calm, and that they glow brightest when someone nearby has finally let go of a worry they have carried too long. The painter smiles faintly, as if he understands. Hours pass, or maybe minutes, and it is impossible to tell here. The light remains golden, never shifting too far in any direction, and the mist drifts but never leaves. Time in this place does not march forward. It drifts. The painter's canvas now reflects more than what lies before him, because it holds feeling. It carries a sense of peace, a memory of quiet afternoons, and a reminder that the world can be gentle. He paints not what he sees, but what he feels when he allows himself to slow down. The forest seems to lean closer as branches sway softly overhead, as though the trees themselves are watching the painting take shape. They have seen many artists come and go, some arriving burdened by noise and expectation, and others searching for answers, but most leave lighter than they arrived. At last, the painter sets his brush down, not because the painting is finished, but because it is complete, and there is a difference. He takes a sip of tea, warm and grounding, and exhales slowly, and the forest exhales with him. As the mist thickens and softens the edges of the world, the painting on the canvas almost seems to glow, not brightly but comfortingly, like a memory you did not realize you missed. Perhaps you have wandered into this forest before, perhaps only in a dream, in a quiet moment between thoughts, or in the soft spaces of your imagination. But now you are here. As you listen, as the clouds drift and the forest breathes, you may notice something gentle happening. Your shoulders relax, your thoughts slow, and your breathing deepens. That is the gift of the cozy cloud painting, because it does not demand attention. It offers rest. So stay a while. Let the mist surround you. Let the forest hold you. And let the painting remind you that stillness is not emptiness. It is presence. And when you are ready, you may carry this quiet with you like a soft cloud in your pocket, waiting for the next moment you need to slow down.